before you do anything in your life, you must first ask yourself, is this legal? Does the law allow me to do this? I mean, simple thing like walking even. If you wanted to walk from your house to the shop, think about it. Does the law allow it? Okay, there's freedom of movement. It means I can walk around. But these are the things, as one would say, as a layman or lay person, one would not understand. So I always advise people to invite lawyers before you do any other thing. Before you do something and you think like, I'm not sure about this, invite a lawyer so that they can assist you with that. Sure. This is what we are taught to do. You know, things like if you are a 12-year-old, you are allowed to do an abortion. You know, these are the things that if you go back home, a parent would not allow a child to do that. I mean, in fact, they're not thinking that a 12-year-old could be sexually active. But this is what the law says. This is what the law gives to this person. You know, simple things like chastising a child, you know, beating up a child, or such things are not allowed. You know, you do that, they say that's child abuse. You've assaulted the child. You know, so generally I would tell people that before you get yourself into any other thing, and this is what the people do. You know, they would have doubts about something, but do it anyway. After that, they would call me when they realize that they are now in trouble and say that, you know, I just had 2 glasses of wine and decided to drive home. Now I'm stopped by the police. What should I do? I'm like, that's stupid. You are not supposed to drink in the first place. You know, there are certain things that people do out of stupidity that will land them into trouble. You know, I had this other guy who, a friend of mine, or someone that I know rather, stole a chocolate from a store, and after that he was arrested. Now you have a criminal record. You come with your vet degree, vet law degree. You can't practice anywhere in the world because you've got a criminal record. You can't even be admitted as a lawyer. So people must avoid doing stupid things. Avoid doing stupid things. If you know that you are going to drink, stay at home. You know, don't do funny things. Having a sexual intercourse with a minor who's 15 years old, that's statutory rape. Whether she consented to it or not, that is a rape. You'll go to prison for that. You know, so there are many legalities that people should know, but people do not know them. You know, when a person passes on without a will, they apply Interstate Succession Act, which means that the first person who's going to inherit, if you are married, it's your partner. The partner will take a half. After, with the 50% that is remaining, your children and the same partner will share that. That is if you are in community of property. Then if you don't have a partner, you pass this on, your children are entitled to everything that you have. But in rural areas where I come from, you find malume arano or rangwana tuje. You know, these are my brother's belongings. Sure. They come to me. Sure. Or the mother of deceased, she will come and say that these are my children stuff. I'll take everything that belongs to this. You do not do that. Everything that the person has must go to the children. If there are no children, that's where they'll move it maybe to, we check the parent. If there's no parent, then we move it to the siblings. You know, that's how it goes. But our people are not aware of this thing. So generally what I would say is that, you know, listen to your conscience. If you've got a doubt about something, if there's something that you are not clear about, call a lawyer. You know, if you get arrested for speeding or for, you know, violating some of the lockdown rules, before you sign off anything, call a lawyer, because some of the things will have a huge impact on your life. You know, you might find yourself, they say that, no, we find that you are in contravention of Act so and so during the lockdown. You can pay 500 fine and then go home. You know, you're not going to spend the night in custody in the cells. And most people who do that, not realizing that the documents that you sign, some of them, it's an admission of guilt for a serious offense, which means that at the end of the day, you're going to have a criminal record. And you'll only realize that 5 years down the line, when you want to apply for visa, you want to go, outside the country, you have to apply for visa. Your visa cannot be approved because you've got a criminal record. You want to apply for a job. Some of the jobs, they require you to be clean. When they check your fingers, no, this person has got a criminal record, then you cannot be, provided with whatever that you need because of what you have done, unknowingly. So as a person, you're really not going to know everything. But most of the time, if there's something that you do not understand, seek a legal advice. Wills are important, especially if you've got assets. If you've got assets, then you can talk to a lawyer, then they help you draft your will that in case I pass on, this is how I want my assets to be distributed.
Mm.